CS Office or Office short. It's buggy, unbalanced and still loved. Added August 2000 in the beta 7.0 update of the original Counter-Strike. And it's still popular with hundreds of community servers still running it, even though it hasn't changed much from 1.6. When you look for competitive Office matches, you'll be surprised how quickly you find a game. Or maybe you just forgot to untick it and were surprised that it won against Dust 2, Mirage and etc. So today I'll be focusing on why Office is still being played even competitively despite being so unbalanced. According to statistics by Valve, Office is one of the most unbalanced maps that can be played in competitive. In fact, it's the second most unbalanced map out of all, only beaten by Aztec by 0.8%. These stats are from April 2015, though Valve hasn't touched Office since release, so these should be still valid. Not only that, Office is also buggy with various clip rush bugs and missing clips on the stairs. I'm gonna take a quick look at the map itself before I try to find out why it's still being played today. The thing that makes Office unique is that it's mostly set inside, and this is also its flaw, because there are many thin corridors where you can't avoid shotguns and SMGs. This basically makes the use of SMGs and shotguns much easier and cost effective than rifles. This makes reaching and extracting hostages much harder than on other hostage maps. It also has this unnecessary backyard. I never understood it, like, what use does it have? Are you supposed to mind game your enemies by taking the hostage through there? I don't.
A buggy unbalanced map that Valve doesn't even care about. That sounds horrible for competitive play.
Yet it's still being played at this very moment. So why? Looking at the Steam community's opinion, some say it's a great map despite its flaws. Others say it's the go-to map for bad players since it's so unbalanced and non-solo queuers have a better chance of winning. It's also interesting to note that new accounts are common in Office matches, as seen in 3Clicks Phillips' video, a CSGO matchmaking behind the scenes. Now this doesn't necessarily mean that those are actual new players. When looking at the discussions about this map, it becomes obvious that a lot of those new accounts are smurfs and hackers. Why does this matter? It's simple, it shows who these Office gods are. But first it's time to go back to the past. It's time to go back to the source days. Office used to be one of the most popular maps back in the day. It wasn't any more balanced back in the day, only slightly different layout from CSGO, bad hostage AI, and the hostage game mode in general was more T-sided since you were required to rescue all hostages. People still loved it, people still played it competitively, not that different from today. They played it more like a deathmatch map rather than a hostage map. And why does this all matter? Well, it's simple, people that played Office back then probably still love it to this day, even if it's unbalanced and not suited for competitive play. This also brings you back to how there are a lot of smurfs playing on Office. It's probably older players that knew Office before the CSGO days but don't want to threaten the main rank. I managed to find a thread from 26 in a forum. Apparently CS Office was the third most popular map back then. The site that tracked the map doesn't exist anymore, but using the Wayback Machine I was able to find out that the number on the right is probably the number of players on that map. I also analyzed my last 3 competitive Office matches, in non-prime and on my alt account. I collected the profiles of every single player in a creepy stalker kind of way. I managed to collect 27 profiles and I noticed something interesting. Only 3 were private, 5 of all had previously played older Counter-Strike games, and only 8 of all were most likely not smurfs. Now I know you can't apply 27 players to the whole Office playing community, but it shows how smurf-riddled Office is, and how people who played the oldest CS game play Office competitively today. But there's also another game that is responsible for Office's popularity. And that is Gary's mod. Now, what would Gary's mod have to do with anything of this? A lot of Gary's mod maps require Counter-Strike source, since they use its textures. This means a lot of Gmod owners probably have Counter-Strike even though they don't even play it. Point is, they can also play Office in Gary's mod, and a lot of Gmod servers run Office. People that play it know its layout, so for someone who has never played Counter-Strike but has played Gary's mod, the perfect entry map. While doing research, I also discovered another reason why people choose to play Office competitively. It's Elo Heaven, according to them. A lot of people claim that Office is a good map for ranking up. Usually the team with less solo queuers and or the team that starts as the terrorists wins. And like I previously said, using shotguns and SMGs on this map is much easier. In fact, there are even some high-skilled players like global elites that only play Office since its gameplay differs so much from the rest of the game. At least that's what the people on the forum say. So if you've only played Office in your life, it's not going to be easy to switch to other maps, especially the diffuse ones. In conclusion, CS Office is popular because a lot of people still love it from their source days, or they are new and know it from Gary's mod, or they just want to rank up. Personally, I always liked Office. I actually used to be one of those people that only played Office, but after some time I started to play more maps and essentially stopped playing Office forever. Okay, not forever, but I still love it.